I accept the condition that the professor can call me to present face to face. Um, my name is Al-Bara Khair, and my project is Personal Budget Tracker. The aim of such apps are being financial management apps. They help users keep track of where their money goes or is coming from, and especially when it comes to cash transactions, where nothing really keeps track of these transactions. The language and environment I use to develop this app are Java and XML and SQLite to manage the database, and with the help of Android classes and PDF viewer class that I took from GitHub, which helps in forming and creating PDF files using Java code. This app was built in Android Studio and is designed to work on Android devices. The features of this app are: first of all, you add personal information, and then you can add notes to remind you of stuff. You can add records of incomes or expenses. It's automatically, the balance is calculated and presented. You can view monthly or yearly income and expenses reports, and you can also view monthly transaction summary pie chart representation, which is much more eye appealing. You can also search for income or expenses records by name, description, or value. You can change the app language, you can change the currency used in the records, you can cash forward, which is moving balance from one month to another. That's in the case that you want to use the income from one month in the month after. And you can change the date format and switch between dark and light themes, and also app lock using biometrics, specifically fingerprint. This is the app icon. This is the onboarding activity scene, which is the first scene that the user faces when he's a new user and just installed the app. He fills in his currency and then moves on to the next step, which is allowing permissions. The user needs to allow the application to access his files. This permission is necessary to keep track of the transactions in a database saved on the phone, and also since this app works offline, and also to save monthly and yearly summary PDFs that he can save later on. Then you move on to the profile activity. Here the user fills in some information about him or herself, and this is the main activity, the main page after you fill in that information, where you can navigate to all the other activities. You have the note fragment, which is set by default to be the first main page. This is where the user can add notes, and when he add notes, they're added to the list of notes, which is by default the main page that opens up, which is good to remind the user as soon as he sees them. Then you have the daily fragment where you can add transactions, income or expense, put a name to that transaction, some amount, and description. And in the monthly fragment, you can view a monthly report, summary report of all the transactions and the remaining balance, and so on. And you can also save a PDF by clicking on the PDF icon. A PDF will be saved in your devices document folder, and also the same thing for a yearly fragment, where it shows the yearly report. And you can also search for transactions using the search icon on the top. You can search by using the name or the amount or the description even. You can also view a graphical representation, which is after clicking on the three dots. You can view a graphical representation of your monthly income or expense summary. Here, for example, I put two sources of income, and then there's the settings activity, where you can change the app language, the currency, turn on the cash forward feature, change the date format, change the theme from dark to light or light to dark, and also app lock using the finger print. I couldn't take a screenshot because the settings don't allow you to take a screenshot of that secured interaction, but I also attached a video record of me using the app, and you can also download the APK and test it yourself. I also attached the report of this application, which goes into further details of processes and code parts, and why I chose certain codes. And yeah, also a screen record is also there, so you can view it. And you also have the APK folder where you can download the APK. I'll attach it. Here's it, where you can download the APK and use the application by yourself on any Android device. Thank you.